Okay, here we go. Putting on the gloves, suiting up. The setup to do this is very complicated. A lot of moving parts. A lot of fun. Well, is it fun? I think that fun part would be subject to one's interpretation. Don't know what that was all about. I'm going to ride this up to the top of the hill here and do a check to see that we're all in control. And then I'm going to carry on in this video series that I intended, where I have this little favorite little road that's lots of fun, and I have this little favorite little road that I want to take my 3 machines on. I want to do that before the BMW goes to its new home, which is pretty close to happening. So going to do that, and what we're going to do is do that right now. Okay, this is a great opportunity to bring everybody up to date on ownership and secondary impressions of the V4S, the Phantom, the full carbon Panigale, as modified by Jared Campisi. And here's my changed impressions. Familiarity breeds a little, good Lord, familiarity breeds a little more contentment with the machine. Some of the awe-inspiring first impressions come back a little bit as you get used to the machine. So the more you ride it, the more you can enjoy it. You literally learn more about the machine, and you get a little more confident in making sure the controls are just second nature to you to be able to use and operate. Next thing to mention is that the comments I made earlier about the throttle smoothness and controlling the throttle, I'm going to have to moderate those some, because again, familiarity breeds a little more contentment, and although this throttle is much more sensitive than the other machines, it is learnable, and you can learn to keep it in a very smooth range, so you're not jerking like that. You're not jerking on and off the controls. You can keep it smooth. You can learn that smooth part. The other comment that I'm going to modify and change a bit is my comment about the rear brake. I'm still not a big fan of the normal sensitivity to the rear brakes of the Ducati line in general, as per my experience of them, my very limited experience. But it's there. You can use it, and there is a menu item in the control sheet where you can set it to be a little more sensitive, or a little more readily available than what it is as stock. But you can do that. That'll work. So that I've learned, again, a little more familiarity. That I've learned a whole lot better. Next comment I'm going to make is the heat that this thing throws off. I have not changed my opinion about that at all. This thing is crazy hot on your back thighs, particularly my right thigh. I don't know why that is, but I'm going to guess that if you rode this in the hottest kind of weather all day long, even moving along, that you could easily end up with some second-degree burn, because this thing runs hot. So I still have that little concern about what's going to happen in the summertime. I'm coming to my gate here at Wistful Vistas. So I'm a little concerned about what's going to happen in the summertime, because right now my inner thighs are baking on this thing. That sums up a quick secondary set of impressions. Okay, I want to dedicate this video to Dick Dale, leader of the Deltones. Dick Dale just passed recently, and to a young surfer guy, I grew up in a other than a couple of little drawbacks, a great era and time in California, specifically Southern California. Surfing was great. We had so darn much fun surfing, and we even had our own music, and we had a little window where surf culture was the envy of the entire United States, if not the world. And Dick Dale and his band played at a local place called Harmony Park Ballroom, and we would go to Harmony Park Ballroom, rock out to Dick Dale, and Dick was a heck of a guitar player. His signature record, by the way, is called Miserlou, which was a remake of actually a very old folk tune. I recommend you look up Dick Dale and Miserlou, and think about a bunch of young guys whose whole life revolved around surfboards and catching a couple of waves. We'll miss you, Dick. Alright, this may or may not be a closing video clip that I use, so I'll mark that out. But just back from a ride on the Phantom, the 2018 Panigale V4S, as modified by Campisi Customs, and wanted to go on my little private Nürburgring road because my ambition is to do a 3 motorcycle comparison of riding around on that road. And today they were doing road construction out there, so my specific intended ride was a little bit abbreviated, but I did get into some very interesting patches around Rancho Santa Fe, so I might be able to piece together something that makes sense from an overall point of view of the differences between these 3 machines that I have: the 2014 BMW S1000R, the 2017 Aprilia 210 factory, and this 2018 Ducati V4S, the Phantom. So we'll see. Maybe on the cutting room floor, although I don't think we use cutting rooms anymore in this day of digital vlogs. But there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Back. We have sunshine in Southern California, some of it anyhow, and hopefully that's going to carry on for a bit, and we'll be able to get a lot more vlogs and things posted up so that you can have some fun watching the rides around my little part of the world by yours truly. Talk to you later.